Today I want to talk to you about mobile game influencers, specifically about mobile game streaming. Now, you've certainly been told that if you're creating a game, influencer marketing needs to be a part of your marketing plan. In case you are still not 100% convinced, let's look at some of the data. Worth just $2 billion in 2017, the industry is set to reach $10 billion by 2020 as the industry witnesses more growth and becomes a more effective marketplace. So that's great that the industry is exploding, but what does it really mean for you as a game creator? This slide is from Think with Google. We already know that anytime a friend recommends something, be it a restaurant or a product of some kind, we listen, right? We listen because we have developed a relationship with them and we trust them. That fact makes the data on this slide pretty surprising. 70% of subscribers say they relate to creators more than traditional celebrities. Okay, maybe that part is not that surprising, since good creators should be listening to and building relationships with their communities. But this next part is what I find really surprising, and the part that you, as a creator, as a game creator, need to pay attention to. 40% of millennial subscribers say their favorite creator understands them better than their friends. Better than their friends. Maybe this also should not come as such a surprise, since millennials spend so much time online. Whether it's a surprise or not, this data should not be ignored or brushed off as not important. So now that you've seen the data, you should be pretty sold on the need for influencer marketing. But why should you worry about game streamers while you're creating a game? Let's answer that by looking at 3 compelling reasons. Customer acquisition and customer feedback, customer retention via Twitch drops, and increasing engagement and building a following. Let's dive a little deeper into each of these and see how streamers can help with them. Customer acquisition and customer feedback. If you have a beta release for your game, which you definitely should have, also having an early release on Twitch can give you tons of customer feedback, which you can then use that to make improvements to your game before the full release. Customer retention via Twitch drops. Drops are in-game rewards you can grant to your gaming communities. You do this natively within the Twitch viewing experience. How does it work, you're probably asking? Or at least I hope that's what you're asking. Let's take a look at the steps required. First, obviously, you have to set up your account and your game on Twitch. Second, you set up a Twitch drop campaign with a start date and an end date. Next, you need to whitelist certain channels, or all channels, for broadcasting your game. Next, once the campaign begins, and as users are watching your game content via the influencer's channel, you will receive heartbeat data from Twitch's VHS, which is the viewer heartbeat service. You receive this data at specific intervals sent to the endpoint that you provide. For each influencer, you will receive viewer counts and the associated Twitch viewer IDs. Finally, you will need to collate and analyze the VHS data and determine which viewer IDs have reached your viewing threshold. Then you do 2 things. You will send a notification to Twitch to notify the Twitch viewer that they received a drop. Second, you will reward the viewer ID with a reward in-game the next time they visit your game. And then the final compelling reason, which is increasing engagement for your game and building a following via Twitch extensions. Twitch extensions are overlays that can be built on top of a stream. They can be used for game quizzes, surveys, showing leaderboards, etc. Interactive streams are also possible when you tie your extensions together with third-party SDKs like GenVid. Interactive streams can be used to allow users to follow a different camera, a different character, change skins, etc. This type of custom content increases engagement and grows the following for your game. So what should you consider in regards to streaming when you're creating your game? First, you must make your game streaming friendly. Pick up and play games with great replay value are the best kind of games for streaming. Linear games or games with a steep learning curve are not ideal. Second, obviously you must have good engaging content in your game. Third, if you build in some custom content just for influencers, that can give you a leg up in discussions and gives the influencer a way to show something unique to their audiences. And fourth, you should go ahead and add the Twitch APIs to your game. Once you have your game ready and streaming friendly, you need to find your ideal streamer. You will want to find streamers that are the right size, not too large that they would ignore you, and not too small that they would not help your reach. We suggest to look for streamers with between 150 and 3,000 viewers. We will link a few sites below which you can use to search for titles similar to yours and then filter those by min-max viewers. Next, you need to consider which platform and type of content is best for your game. Do you want to use YouTube gamers or celebrity YouTubers? YouTube gamers versus Twitch streamers versus esports players. Twitch versus Mobcrush. Then you want to study the influencers outside of their channel, discover their personality, and find one that fits your brand. Do some research on them, find the best way to contact them. Is it Twitter? Is it email? Then contact them and let them know why you think your game would be a good fit for their audience. If you did create custom content, make them aware of it. If you did not, you can discuss the option of making custom content just for them. Then before the influencer begins to stream your game, you'll want to spend some time to prep them to make the stream as well received as possible. Some influencers will want to play your game beforehand. Others will want to discover the game as they play the first time for their audience. Regardless, however, you should provide video gameplay and guides for gameplay. You should provide a cheat sheet with release dates, platforms, price, and a little bit about your story. Talk with the influencer and try to join the stream if they agree. You can field questions. You can get invaluable feedback from the audience that's there. Once the stream is complete, make sure you follow up with the influencer and thank them. Keep the communication lines open. Most streamers will know other similar streamers and they might be able to help you build your contact list. Alright, so that brings us to the end of the video. We hope it helped you to understand the importance of adding game streaming as an additional option to your influencer marketing plan. And we hope it gave you ideas for new ways to implement that plan. If you enjoyed the video and you would like to drill down further into details for influencer marketing and all marketing aspects for apps and games, we will include a link below and in a button in the top right to our complete app marketing system course. Make sure you check it out.